since we had this questionnaire and all of you guys filled it out, we're just gonna be going based off of what is the biggest percentage of people who voted for the certain ranking. So if the majority of the people voted for, let's say, Wizard City, and it was A, then we'll go with A, alright? Or if somehow it's like split down the middle, then I'm gonna tell you guys, or I'm gonna ask you guys which tier you want to put it in. Yeah, this is the tier list. This is basically what we're gonna be ranking, like all 20 of the worlds. Yeah, those are the worlds that we're gonna be ranking. Okay, yeah. First world, Wizard City. I don't mind the world. It's the starting world that everybody has to get used to. So it's kind of fairly obviously what you guys would rate it as. The majority of you guys voted with a 47% average, A tier. Why is it A tier? Why do you guys think it's an A? What makes it an A and not an F? You guys voted for this. There has to be a reason. Look at these graphics, guys. Damn. These are so old. But surprisingly, it looks really crisp in HD. Damn, look at that. Look at the guy riding the dragon. Even that looks 2008. Professor Dahlia Familia's bod is S tier. Maybe we might rank that someday, but like a different stream. We really gotta get into the details for that one. The identity of the game. Yeah, but there's a reason for that. It's sort of like how you have the GTA, you have GTA 1 and you have GTA 2 and 3, but nobody gives a shit about GTA 1 or 2. They care about GTA 3. So not everything that comes first is always like people fondly remember it. But so there has to be a reason why you think like this is A tier. I definitely feel that the other worlds have greater derivative plot lines, but is generally a good starting world. Crocotopia. This is what you guys voted for, and you voted it as a C. I should be asking you, what is your opinion on the world? Yeah, you guys voted for C. If you like the world, you guys better make a good argument for it. I love the aesthetic, but the quests are pretty forgettable. Really? Pretty forgettable, huh? That's pretty bad. For me, I like the design. Okay, so far, we like the looks, and we like the design. I just like, if I were to interject my opinion, I just like how there's like 3 separate islands. There's like one with a sphinx, and then there's one with a dude that sucks you in to like the 3rd island. You guys see that? You know how scary it'd be if you had no idea what this was? Next world, Marleybone. Alright, so out of the 100 people that I surveyed, or 100 people that answered, it was kind of sort of split between B and C. But since we're taking the majority of it, we're going with B. The characters annoy me most of the time. Most of them are kind of morons. I find Marleybone streets are to be so repetitive. To be honest, anything after Avalon drags and instantly becomes F. By the time you're in Wallaru, I'm a fossil. All valid points. It is very somewhat repetitive, but one edge it does have, and this is something that I do like about the world, is that the world is always nighttime. It's such a nice night sky too. I just wish that every world had this. Yeah, that and the pollution. It really makes the world feel like a world. Next world, Mooshu. So, majority of you guys voted it as in B, surprisingly. But it was very close to being C. So, for this, I feel like I'd have to give a toss-up on what you guys think, because from what I've seen, it's either a B or a C. It's really close. It's neck and neck. It's 31 versus 29. B tier, it's a great world, but not as good as my A tier worlds. We got some for B, and we got Rainbow for A. Too much bamboo. I think I questioned this before, but I don't know why they have like a pet snack called Mooshu milk. I figured they just like have milk imported from there. So all the people have to like donate a certain amount of milk as like an offering. Maybe that's why it's a thing. Maybe that's why it's known as a world. Okay, let me take a look at the world. We'll decide then. Maybe that might pass judgment on your decision. Land of bamboos, cows, and goats. You guys said this was either a B or a C. Now, if I were to give my own 2 cents, I'm not the tiebreaker here. The only thing I like about this is the statue. Floating Panda is 10 out of 10. Yeah, that shit goes hard. I like it. So, it's staying in B tier. It's not A, but it is B. Alright, next world. It is Dragonspyre. This is the end of the worlds of the first arc. So, this tied up everything. And this was at one point, the final part of the game back in 2009. Yeah, back in 2008, we didn't have this. It was only until 2009 this released. So it was known as the last world at the time. And a lot of you guys voted it as a B. C tier because of all the weakness harassment. I would put up C as an option, but it's not the majority. And I think like almost 20% is very far away from 26%. If it's like 1 or 2% away, I'm fine with like debating it because we're really meeting down in the middle. For me, it's a B. Alright, let's go there. It's a nice change of mood from Mooshu. You mean the depressing mood? Yeah, this was the final countdown. This is for you to take down the big bad boss. But you have to climb your way up all the way up there. Oh, you guys remember this? Damn. This was so cool at the time. Now it just looks fucking awkward. It's like playing a PS2 game. A-? There's no A-. There's no such thing as that. When I went to school, it was either an A or a B. There's no A-. Okay, Dragonspyre. That Brandon fight over there should make it an F-. That's too bad, because as much as I'd like to do that, we gotta go by what majority voted. I'm gonna vote it as a B. Even though it's kind of sad how it started out as an A, and like the arc started out as an A, and then it ended as a B. But it is consistent. Yeah, we have 3 worlds in the first arc with a pretty good rating. Okay, next world. Grizzleheim. So, this one was... I don't know, there's actually no argument for it, but a lot of you guys voted as an A. You guys really liked this world. But none of you guys, or barely any of you guys, voted it below a C. It was kind of interesting. Maybe you guys like Vikings and Valkyries and shit. Best music, beautiful areas, great story. Yeah, I like the Rainbow Bridge. Kind of reminds me of Mario Kart. Nick Jonas. Oh yeah, Nick Jonas was a thing. I think he did the music for the second part of this world, right? Winter Tusk?
Hey gang, thanks for checking out my music. And I hope you enjoy the new Winter Tusk area of Wizard101. See you in the game.
Whoa, you guys hear that? It's the new Winter Tusk area. I don't know what he considers new. That's about 9 years too old to be new. Here, I'll put it in A. Alright, stays in A tier. Next world. So Celestia was a C tier. But strangely, it's kinda balanced between D and B. Unironically. With the majority being C edging it out. Yeah, I don't know why it's C though. I don't mind Celestia. Unless you had to watch me go through it at level 1. And you're like, this fucking is boring, this sucks! Froggy had to torture himself at level 1. He had to beat these 3 bosses, which took him 6 hours. It's C because it's under the sea. Nice. Celestia's F tier. The story is totally forgettable. Many of the areas look the same, and ice enemies with their infinite tower shields are awful. And the music isn't nearly as good as the others. The Astral Tech underwater aesthetic was very cool, honestly. Yeah, that is very cool. We never had that before. Yeah, I remember you had to like rub your nuts over this for you to be able to breathe underwater. And then you had to enter that like hermit cave. Was that why you guys voted as a C? Okay, next world. It is Zafaria. Oh wait, no, it's not Zafaria. You got pranked. Wysteria. Yeah, this is actually one of the worlds that you guys didn't like. And I mean like adamantly didn't like. This and one other world. But this world was not the worst, but it was second to the worst. Surprisingly. But regardless, you guys voted it as a D. This is essentially Hogwarts, but taken to an entirely literal level. Instead of hogs, they're pigs. Oh, that one's merging? That one's merging? It's merging into one? Oh, The transformation is nearly complete, yes. Introduction of cantrips ought to merit at least a B tier ranking. The pigs had such an attitude problem, best watch their tone. Who the heck uses those? Yeah, I don't know who does. I don't even use them. There's not much there. It's mid. I don't really give a shit whether it's mid or not. I don't really... Like, for me, I don't... Like, my opinion on it, it's like, it's fine. Like, it's a world, but it's like one of those worlds that you go there for one thing, and then you never look back. So, we're on the agreement that it's in a D tier. Yeah, it's gonna have to be in the D tier. Alright, next world. Zafaria. You guys voted it in the C tier. Yeah. And it's not even close. Should be in Greyhorn Mercenary tier. F tier. It looks like it has nice music, but quests are way generally forgettable, and it feels way too long. If it didn't feel like it takes half a decade to complete, it'd probably be C. Yeah, this stays in C tier. Alright, next world. It is Avalon. So for this one, majority of you voted Avalon to be put into the A tier. It's a spike. For me, it's a C. But I remember the one tree guy quote saying he said what? He said what? I voted C. Then where the fuck are the people that voted A? Why aren't you guys defending your vote? I remember when you went inside, you watched you had to fight against like some creepy bitch that wanted to like eat you or something. So far, this is the only world in the second arc that's an A. Next world. It is Azteca. Surprisingly, well actually not very surprisingly, a majority of you voted it as an F. This is actually the only world that was voted as an F. And it wasn't very surprising to me, because I don't like the world either. So yeah, you guys, it's an F. It's an F. Yeah. You guys know my gripes with this world already, and I've said this many times, but again, I didn't tamper with anything. I didn't manipulate the analytics or the statistics. It's just F. You guys voted as an F. Something about the questline for Azteca just feels as though it drags on forever. Yeah, that and the fact that nothing in the world really mattered. I'm gonna reiterate my opinion just for this stream because we're talking about the worlds. So, we came here to save the world, right? But more so to stop Morgan, which was terrorizing the world. Well, the point of coming here was to save the world. And when we defeated the final boss, none of that mattered, because the world was gonna die to begin with. See, you guys see all these comments? Or comets? They've been dying here for the past 10 years. Yeah, and they still haven't died, so... Bosses with so much health? Yeah, that's another problem. So, I feel like this is either a world you really hate, or you somewhat like. So, you know what? It does belong in F. Yeah. Hey, if you guys wanted it to be higher than an F, you guys should have voted. Alright, next world. Khrysalis. Yeah, so this one, only like 7% of people didn't vote for it because they haven't played it or they don't really have much of an opinion. So this was like something they didn't necessarily have to answer. But a lot of you guys voted it as an A. Yeah, it's an A tier. With everything else having a little slice of like humble pie. What makes it an A? Is it that much of a good world? The death of Morgan? Oh yeah, huh, that's... I remember that. That's basically like when you finally get the satisfaction of killing her off. You know, when she absorbs the power, she gets like too fat, and because she gets too fat, she breaks like the floor below her.
Fire! I will obliterate your living memory! No, wait, it's too much. The shadow burns cold. The song is too loud. I cannot hold it all. I cannot now.
That's right, fall, fat bitch. Next world. It is Polaris. Yeah, why do you guys like this world? Quick, nice, short, easy world, less health bonuses. Is that so? Short and sweet, also quite nice to look at. Oh yeah, huh. It also has like the Aurora Borealis. It really is a nice world to look at. It's essentially just Russia, but you don't have to go to Russia to see it. It's just like right at your fingertips. At the low cost of $10 per month. So I don't think anybody disagrees that this is A tier. Alright, next world. The Arcanum. Why did people vote this in A tier? Is it because of convenience? You guys could just purchase treasure cards? Like really closely? Also potions? I mean, it's Ravenwood 2.0 and new professors. Yeah, but you have to like them, right? Alright, Arcanum A tier. There. Next world. Mirage. Why is the Arcanum even seen as a world? Because it's part of the world door. That's why. That's literally the only reason. If it's not part of the world door, then it's not a world. I just go by what the game says it's a world. Okay, so for this one, a lot of you guys voted it as a B. A cause cat world. I like the town area. It's Croc 2.0? Yeah, but it's also better. Look at this snake charmer. He's charming nobody. Not even snakes, he's just like playing it. This is what we call a negative Riz. And it's not even close. Okay, next world. It is Empyrea. This one was somewhat split too, but more so between like a B, C, and A. Or A, B, C. This is mixed. Yeah, this one, it's sorta mixed, kind of. But a lot of you guys voted more so on the B scale. The paradox fight was really cool. There's a ton of areas that I think is cool. Okay, so A tier, right? Was it A tier? Oh no, it's B tier. What was I thinking? Majority of the boss fights are like this. Yes, they are. But it belongs in B tier. Nobody has any strong disagreements about it though. Okay, next world. Karamelle. So this was kinda split, but it was split more so between B and C. Kind of. Like it's 4%. There's a 4% difference between B and C. And a lot of people haven't played it. But you're gonna see this throughout the higher level worlds. Like after Karamelle. Which the haven't played section is gonna get a lot larger. I give that world lower than an F. I don't mind the world. I don't really dislike it necessarily. I just think that it has like a generic plot. Like of like corporate greed. Yeah, but this is a really cool world. This is like Willy Wonka, except it's on crack. Yeah, this is Willy Wonka's world. A for being able to see the Gobbler homeworld. I like the sour cane goats and the candy mobs. Yeah, very cool scenery. Oh, yeah, we put it as a B tier. Alright, next world. Lemuria. This was not even close to this. A lot of you guys voted as a C. Yeah, I don't know, this world is forgettable. I don't mind the world, it just feels somewhat distant because you have like so many areas that just don't feel like it's connecting with one another. I think it's supposed to be Clash since Lemuria was made using stolen pieces of other worlds. Oh yeah, that was a theory. When they made this world, they had to use a little bit of assets from I think from Hero 101, which was like an MMO that they scrapped. Yeah, it's gonna have to stay a C. It could have been worse, alright? It could have been F, but it wasn't. Alright, next world. I don't remember what the world is called, so I called it Asshole World. I'm literally not kidding, okay? I don't remember a single thing. See, you think that after going through, I think Wallaru, I think that's the newest world, you think I remember this one, but I don't. Yeah, it got B, surprisingly. So, some of you guys for this world, I feel like you either really hate the world or you really like the world. Dyson? The fuck is that? I thought he was Novus. What happened to that? First it's Dyson, and then it's Dason, and then it's like fucking Novus, and then he's no longer Novus. He's like the prophet or something. He's the chosen one. But regardless, if you guys have nothing to say about the world, to back up your opinion of a B, it has to stay B. No matter what. If I had the opportunity, I would put this lower than an F. Alright, so since it's a B, we're gonna put it in B. Yeah, lastly, we have the world of Wallaru. An overwhelming amount of people haven't played it. About 53%. So, if we were to take all that, it would actually be around 55 or so people. Nobody has played it. Yeah, because it's mid. It's just kind of boring. It's going in C tier. This is the final list. Congratulations, we made it to the end. Yay! Yeah, hope you guys had fun. If you have any disagreements, you can also make your own tier list. Yeah, I'll put that into the description if you're interested in that. Or you can, I think you can find it on Tier List Maker. For me, I just titled it like 2024 World Tier List Maker. So for Wizard101, I mean. So if you wanted to do that, you can. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate all the support, and I had fun ranking the worlds with you guys. Bye bye.